Friends, Malika here from Malika Semper Astrology. And this week I want to talk about Mars because some of you may have heard that our darling Mars, the red planet in the heavens, is going retrograde. This week, December 5th, nope, December 6th on Friday, he will be, from our vantage point here on Earth, appearing to be moving backwards. He is going to be, this only happens once every 2 years, so it's pretty darn significant. And it's an inner planet, it's a personal planet, so that makes it even more significant and more felt than as if one of the outer planets were going retrograde. So we have Mars going retrograde on the 6th this month on Friday. He's going to start his retrograde period at 6 degrees of Leo, and he's going to move all the way back through, I'm looking at the chart here, 17 degrees of Cancer. And on February 23rd, 2025, that's when he will go direct. He will be appearing to move forward again. So this is, this is about a little over 2 months, 2.5 months here, where Mars, our planet of initiation, risk, courage, bravery, the piece of us that takes action is now slowing down. So anytime a planet goes retrograde, we are now doing the inward story of that. And Mars is not an inward planet. Mars is our outward energy. Mars is what gets us up in the morning. It's our to-do list. It's our inspiration. It's our motivation for the day. Mars is our physical body. Mars is our forward movement. It's what propels us forward and inspires us to get up and do the thing and move forward. And when Mars goes retrograde, now we're trying to do this inward version of Mars. The chart looks really fascinating too here as I'm looking at it. So it's an inward journey. It's a time for soul searching. It's a time for reflecting, revising, rethinking, repurposing, and looking back on how we take action, how we initiate in our lives. It's also our planet of sexual energy. So it's also a visitation on our relationship to our sexual energy, to intimacy. All of those things come up. Mars tends to be very brave, very gutsy, very courageous. It's what sort of gives us our backbone in our chart. And when he's moving retrograde, we are now completely slowing down. We are now looking at retrieval, of letting go, instead of jumping in and taking action. So it's a time, the rest of December, all of January, most of February, we are not really meant to start something new, to jump in and do the thing, to take the risk and say, yes, let's do it. It is not a time for that. It is a time of sitting back and reflecting. It is a time of dreaming up the plan, thinking about our goals and how to feel inspired around our goals and how to get where we're going, but we're only thinking about it. We're only dreaming it so that we can take action after he goes direct. February, what did I say? 23rd? Okay. So anytime, especially when a personal planet goes retrograde, instead of doing this outward expression of it, we go inward. And so Mars now, it's inward reflection, it's inward action, it's inner healing, it's really the soul searching. I think I said that in the beginning, the soul searching of what inspires us and what motivates us, and really to come back to the drawing board. If we decide to not go with this big clock in the sky, if we decide to move against our better judgment and we do the thing and we start and we try to initiate and we push and we're aggressive during this time, it's going to have a feeling of 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, because it's not a time to be aggressive and to push and to do the thing. It's a time to sit back and dream and ponder about all the ways that you're going to take action and to plan the plan, right? When he's moving backwards through Leo, when he's retrograding Leo, there can also be a sense of revisiting our relationship with our ego, our sense of self, our sense of pride, our sense of accomplishment. And when he moves back into Cancer, it can definitely heighten our sensitivities because the more sensitive warrior, soldier, fighter is now appearing, Mars in Cancer. And this takes a lot of awareness and it takes a lot of mindfulness to really sit with our Mars and not try to go and do. But when he's retrograde, we're meant to sit calmly with our Mars. And we can feel fidgety in it too because we just want to do the thing, right? And it can also be a beautiful time of just slowing down, reflecting on things in the past. So a lot of past things can surface when an inner planet goes retrograde. Things of the past can surface that need closing up, that need a completion, that need a period at the end of the sentence. And so we're revisiting those things now to bring healing to them and to bring completion to them so that when Mars goes direct February 23rd, we can move on because we've done the letting go while he was in retrograde. Okay. How to find out how this is affecting you on a more personal level? You're going to find in your chart where you have 6 degrees of Leo. You're going to see what house it's in. And the houses give you themes of what's going to come up. And then you're going to go all the way back to 17 degrees of Cancer. And you're going to see what house 6 degrees of Leo to 17 degrees of Cancer lands in. And it might be a couple houses that are being affected. And then you'll figure out part of your personal theme, part of your personal work to do around this particular Mars retrograde. It's like a little cheat sheet, if you will. So good luck out there. This only happens once every 2 years. So it's time for reflection, inner reflection, soul searching around our relationship to intimacy and to action and to physicality. I am, says Mars. So who are you? And stepping into that fully and sitting in it fully and just being with it rather than taking action with it. All right, you guys, thanks for listening. I'll be back next week.